Most people think of high-paying trade jobs and immediately picture plumbers, electricians, and vac techs, and they are not wrong. Those are great careers that can bring in serious money. But what if I told you there are lesser-known trade jobs that pay just as well, or even more, without the massive student loan debt? If you're tired of hearing that college is the only path to success, this video is for you. Today, we're breaking down 7 hidden trade jobs that can bring in 6 figures, some with just a year or 2 of training. So, if you want to discover high-paying careers no one talks about, and learn how to turn a trade skill into a high-income business, stick around. Let's get started. 1. The septic truck business, a hidden gold mine. You've probably seen those big septic trucks on the road, but did you know that owning just one truck could bring in up to $1 million per year? Yes, really. The demand for septic services is through the roof. So much so that many companies are booked out for weeks in advance because they simply can't keep up. Every home with a septic system needs routine pumping, and businesses like restaurants require regular grease trap cleaning. This means steady, recurring income for septic truck owners. How much money can you make? $700 to $900 per septic tank, average service fee. 5 jobs per day equals $3,500 per day. Annual revenue, $500,000 to $1 million. What are the costs? Here's a rough breakdown. Disposal fees, $1,000 per day, varies by location. Fuel costs, $200 per day for a typical route. Insurance and maintenance, $200 per day. Total yearly expenses, $436,000. Net profit, $400,000 to $600,000 per year. Pros. High demand. Septic pumping is an essential service that homeowners and businesses must pay for. There's not enough competition in many areas, meaning you can charge premium rates. Recurring customers. Unlike one-time jobs, restaurants and businesses require grease trap cleaning regularly, and homeowners need septic pumping every few years, ensuring repeat business. Cons. Seasonal in some areas. If you live in a colder climate, business may slow down during winter when the ground freezes. High startup costs. A new septic truck can cost $100,000 plus, and maintenance isn't cheap. However, with high profit margins, most owners recoup their investment quickly. 2. Basement waterproofing, a lucrative, overlooked trade. When people think of high-paying trades, basement waterproofing probably isn't the first thing that comes to mind, but it should be. This industry is in constant demand because homeowners and businesses need to protect their properties from water damage. A leaky basement isn't just annoying, it can lead to mold, structural damage, and expensive repairs if ignored. That's where waterproofing experts come in. How much can you make? Average job price, $4,500. Usually takes about 2 days. Daily earnings, $2,200. Annual revenue, $686,000, working 6 days a week. What are the costs? Like any trade, there are expenses, but the profit margins are high. Materials, $300 per day, sealants, drainage systems, pumps, etc. Fuel, $100 per day for travel between jobs. Equipment insurance and maintenance, $200 per day. Total yearly expenses, $187,000. Net profit, $400,000 plus per year. Pro. Rain equals more business. Every time there's heavy rain, calls start rolling in from homeowners dealing with flooded basements. Some areas with older homes have constant water issues, making this trade recession-proof. Easy upsells equals bigger profits. Once you're fixing a basement, you can upsell additional services like mold prevention, sump pumps, drainage systems, and foundation repairs, increasing your earnings per job. Cons. Custom pricing can slow things down. No 2 basements are the same, so you'll need to assess each job individually and give a custom quote, which can take extra time. But once you master the process, it's worth it. 3. Diesel technician, the high-paying trade nobody talks about. Think about all the construction trucks, bulldozers, and heavy machinery you see on job sites. These machines work non-stop, and when they break down, someone has to fix them fast. That's where diesel technicians come in. Right now, there's a huge shortage of skilled diesel mechanics, which means businesses are desperate for people who can repair and maintain their equipment. If you know how to fix these machines, you can make serious money, whether you work for a company or start your own mobile repair business. How much can you make? $2,500 per day, charging for repair services. $650,000 per year, working 5 days a week. Pros: high demand. Every construction site, trucking company, and logistics business relies on diesel engines, and when they break down, they can't afford to wait. Scalable business. If you start your own shop or a mobile repair service, you can hire other mechanics and take on even more jobs. Cons: skilled worker shortage. Diesel mechanics are in short supply, so finding and training good workers can be tough if you want to grow. Physically demanding. This is hard work. You're lifting heavy parts, working in tight spaces, and handling dangerous machinery. Safety is a must. 4. Boilermaker. A high-paying trade with low competition. Boilermakers install, repair, and maintain boilers, which are used in factories, power plants, and big buildings to produce heat and energy. It's a specialized skill, and because not many people do it, the pay is huge. How much can you make? $7,000 to $10,000 per job. 2 jobs per week equals $825,000 per year. Net profit: $400,000 to $800,000 per year. Pros: high income potential. Few people have the skills to work on boilers, so companies are willing to pay big money for repairs and installations. Low competition. Not many people enter this trade, meaning less competition and more opportunities for those who do. Cons: frequent travel. Boilermaker jobs are often spread out, so you may need to travel to different cities or states for work. One-time jobs. Unless you land big commercial contracts, most jobs are one-off projects, meaning you constantly need to find new clients. 5. Millwright. The high-paying job that keeps factories running. Ever wondered who installs, moves, and repairs the giant machines that keep factories, power plants, and industrial sites running? That's the job of a millwright, a skilled tradesperson who works with heavy machinery and gets paid well for it. How much can you make? $60,000 to $130,000 per year as an employee. $150,000 plus per year as an owner-operator if you run your own business. Pros: steady work. The industry is growing by 8% per year, and as long as factories and industrial plants exist, millwrights will always be needed. High-paying specialties. You can work in manufacturing, power plants, construction, or even aerospace, and some industries pay a premium for skilled workers. Cons: expensive to get started. You'll need to invest in specialized tools and safety gear, which can be pricey. But once you're set up, the earning potential makes it worth it. 6. Elevator technician. A high-paying, recession-proof trade. Ever thought about who keeps elevators running smoothly in skyscrapers, malls, and apartment buildings? Elevator technicians do, and they make serious money doing it. The best part? By law, elevators must be inspected and maintained regularly. That means steady, high-paying work no matter what the economy looks like. How much can you make? $97,000 to $200,000 per year as an employee. $200,000 plus per year as an owner-operator. Pros: recurring revenue. Buildings must have their elevators serviced and inspected on a set schedule, which means repeat business and steady income. Recession-proof. Since it's a legal requirement, property owners can't skip maintenance, even during tough economic times. Cons: high responsibility. If an elevator malfunctions, people's safety is at risk. That means zero room for mistakes. Requires certification. This is a highly regulated industry, so you'll need proper training, licensing, and certification before you can start working. 7. Parking lot and street light maintenance. A simple, high-paying trade. Ever notice how parking lots, street lights, and business signs are always well lit at night? That's because cities and businesses pay big money to keep them working for safety and security. And guess what? Someone has to do the maintenance, and they get paid really well for it. How much can you make? $150 to $700 per bulb replacement. $1,000 plus per industrial light replacement. $2 million plus per year if you scale up and get multiple contracts. Pros: steady, recurring income. Businesses and cities must maintain lights for safety and legal reasons, which means repeat work and long-term contracts. Simple service. Most jobs involve changing light bulbs or doing minor repairs, making it easier to train employees and scale up. Con: startup costs. To get started, you'll need a bucket truck to reach tall lights, insurance, and a place to store equipment, which can be expensive. The key to financial freedom is learning a high-income skill, using it to earn big, and scaling it into a business. If you're willing to put in the work, these overlooked trades could be your ticket to massive income and financial independence. Which of these careers sounds the most interesting to you? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.